Hey, this is Brandon Smalley from thirstgym.com. Today I'm going to talk about an exercise called the half Turkish get up, or the half TGU. It's a great abdominal and core exercise. It's also a full body exercise that works our legs and our shoulders, back. Just an overall fantastic exercise you can put about anywhere in your training program, from warm-ups to finishers to abdominal work to your main movement if you had to. You don't need a whole lot of equipment. You can merely do this with body weight if you really want to. If you slow your tempo down, you can get more from it. You can do it for time, you can do it for reps. We'll talk about that here in a second. I'm personally going to use a kettlebell to demonstrate and talk about the mechanics. Also know that a shoe is a good good implement to use to make sure that you're doing it correctly, because if you drop your shoe, I'll show you here in a little bit, it's going to let you know that you're not doing the exercise quite perfectly as you could. So I personally use a kettlebell because you can put your hands in the actual hook of the kettlebell here. So just know that. I'm going to do my left arm to give you a demonstration. But the first thing you need to know is you need to have your feet out good and wide, sitting up. Then we're going to lay down. Then we're going to take our hand that doesn't have our weight in it, or the side that's going to do the work. For example, that arm's going to come straight out, and then that leg is going to come up. So opposite arm out, loaded side leg up here, still pointed out at the same angle. Just know that one leg's up, one leg's down. Then you're going to take your loaded side up and reach towards the ceiling. This is our start position. What we're going to try to do for the whole exercise is keep this arm as straight as possible, and our body is going to essentially try to move around this arm. So we're going to have to punch up and reach with this arm, and this is going to be our support arm to get us to the half position here. So our first step is to punch across and come up to our elbow on our unloaded side. So for me, that's my right side here. We're going to punch up and across. Okay. Then step number two, we're going to bring our hand underneath our shoulder here. Okay. Now, if you need to adjust your unloaded leg, do so now, because now you're going to have to actually go up into the glute bridge aspect of the exercise. So we're going to drive through our heel. This is going to be our anchor heel, basically, or kickstand. Our loaded side, we're going to push that heel towards the ceiling, up. This is our finished position. Notice that my load is right over my hand that's on the ground. And then all we do is reverse that action, good and slow. Take your time, right there. That's essentially one repetition. It's a very long exercise, and it's only half the actual exercise. So this is not something that you want to do for like 20 reps a side. I'd say 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about it. You can do it for time, I guess, and then match the other side. From a learning perspective, I talked about using a shoe, and I'll talk about why here now. So all you're going to do is just take your shoe, and we're going to be in the exact same position I was in. However, the shoe is going to give us feedback whether we're in good position. So again, I'm in the same position I was in, loaded side leg up, opposite arm out. What I'm going to do with my shoe is I'm going to put it on my fist. So I'm pretending I've got my weight here, and now all I'm going to do is just put my shoe on my hand. We'll go this way. My shoe on my fist, okay, arm out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same exercise, but I got to make sure I'm good and slow, and I'm not going to let this shoe fall off my fist, or I'm going to do the best I can anyways. So punch across, step 1 to elbow, step 2 to hand, step 3, drive your hips towards the ceiling, anchor in, use that kickstand leg, up, all the way up, feel your butt, then control back down, back to your elbow, and back to the floor. Okay? So what that does is it ensures that your hand stays up towards the ceiling and the gravity's coming straight down on your shoe, because if you dump it, then obviously you're going to lose the shoe. So use this as an external feedback. If you've not done this exercise before, I think you'll realize, man, I got to be slow, good, deliberate with my movement. It's a lot harder than it looks. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Keep your eye on the shoe or the weight the whole time. Do it for 3, 4, 5 repetitions a side, switch sides, and you're good to go. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.